What is up, boys? It is your favorite washed Wahoojan wannabe Berate here, and I was not planning on making a video today. I'm not going to lie. I am taking a little bit of a break from Valorant. My mental is absolutely fried right now, but then Riot decides to bring me out of my week-long retirement to drop this bombshell on us, in which I will be going over today. Now, this is completely unprecedented. Now, they did say that they're going to be making changes to Raze, ISO, and like half of the Duelist roster. So let's take a little bit of a look here, because this is an absolute bombshell. I'm not going to lie. So Blast Pack. Satchels no longer explode for damage, knockback upon opponent destruction. Honestly, this is a good change. More often than not, Raze players would crutch on their satchels to just give them free kills. Satchel should be a movement ability, and that's about it. Horizontal velocity while satcheling has been slowed, so that means that double satcheling has been nerfed, sadly, but that also is probably a nerf that is going to have the intention of bringing other movement duelists up in the roster like Neon, but we'll get to Neon in a little bit. Satchel explosion audio has been updated to be audible farther away to ensure enemies can hear the first satchel and raise double satchels. That's not too much of a nerf, that just makes it so that you can't double satchel secretly anymore. Wahoo. Now this is an absolute bombshell for all the Reyna players, specifically all the Smurfs that think that they can go into lower lobbies and just stomp on people with Reyna, because that potential is going to be going down significantly. Healing decreased from 100 to 50. That's massive. You can't get a full heal off of Reyna anymore. You can get like an old Sage heal, maybe. If you wanted to get a full heal, then you would have to kill 2 people just to like get the full heal, which I think this right here is a massive nerf. Like, this is a massive nerf. Reyna players are absolutely like gonna be crying after this. I'm gonna be crying because I play a lot of Reyna, but that also means that Reyna is not really gonna be too viable for learning the game anymore. Like, yeah, I'm still going to tell my students to use Reyna until they get to, like, silver or gold if they're really struggling with their gunfights, but it's not going to be as viable, which is sad, You can't, like, fully reset after a gunfight, but it's fine, it's fun. Fill heal time, reduced from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. That is a buff. That means that you get less heal, but you actually heal faster, so you're not out in the open for longer. I like that. That's a solid change. Overheal of armor no longer decays after a timer. That one I also really like. So, say, on pistol round, if you get a kill and you pop your overheal, you get that 50 overheal and it doesn't decay after a timer. I love that. That's a great change. So that's a really good trade-off. And what I think this will do with Reyna is I really do think that this will sort of nerf her like snowball hard carry potential. So you can't really like snowball rounds anymore with Reyna, which is kind of what they were intending. So I like this change. I really do like this change. And then the dismiss got a massive buff. The speed got increased, so you move super fast when you're dismissed, but the duration decreased, so you can't move a super long distance. I like this. The dismiss is supposed to be sort of like a disorientation and like escapability, and I really think that this helps with that. But again, this isn't super massive. And then Empress, this is the big buff right here. Empress no longer has a timer and is permanent until Reyna is either killed or the round ends. Absolutely, I love this change. 99% of the time, what would stop Reyna players from popping their ultimate, which, don't get me wrong, Reyna's ultimate is absolute garbage. It is not good and it is not worth saving. But there are people out there who think that Reyna's ult have some kind of value, and they're scared to pop it because they'll think that either the timer will run out or they'll die. This is going to sort of remove one of those. This is going to get people to use that Reyna ult more, especially in lower ranks where people don't really understand the concept of Reyna. I love it. Great change. Now let's get on to Neon, which I think really had the like least amount of impactful changes, but then again, the walls are impactful nonetheless. So let's see. Ability dissipates from behind to minimize visual noise in combat space while giving cover to Neon. Audio updated to travel with fade out of the wall. Not too sure what that means. I'm not gonna lie. So like minimize visual ability dissipates from behind. So that means that so the wall goes up, and then when the wall, and then it has its duration, and then when it goes down, it like starts from the back. So like, say you cast your wall from left to right, instead of the wall all going down at once, it would dissipate from left to right. So I like that. That's a good chance. That's a good change. A wall duration decreased from 6 seconds to 4 seconds. That's not a massive change. Oftentimes what you're going to do is you're going to use your neon wall to just throw it out run with it, and then it's, you know, comes back. That's fine. That's a solid change. That's good. I like that. This isn't super impactful for as usual. That means you can't really stick the bomb that well anymore, but with 4 seconds, you can still throw up your wall and then half the bomb because, you know, that's fine. Wall dissolve duration, 1 second, 2 second. Yep. Nope. That checks out. They nerfed the stun. Honestly, I really do think that Neon's stun was the most underutilized part of her kit, and now it's going to be even more underutilized because you only have one of them. I'm sorry, Grumpy. Grumpy, you are not going to be able to do your crazy double stun lineups again. Apologies, Zip Tie, your duo just got nerfed, whatever. But the duration of the concuss increased and the wind-up delay decreased, so that's good. So if you hit someone with the stun, it's harder to dodge it. That's fine. Now, this is where Grumpy's really gonna get happy. Neon no longer has her strafe speed reduced while sprinting. Yes, that means that when you bunny hop, you can B-hop even better. Max sprint speed while moving sideways is now 6 centimeters, 9.11 meters per second. That's crazy. Time until full fuel regen, 60 seconds to 20 seconds. Neon just probably got a massive buff. And now, for the casual Neon player, this doesn't mean much, but for people like me, Grumpy, Shiro, and like those people who like have a lot of experience with Neon, specifically with like bunny hopping and like the movement and like anti-operator and like dodge strafing, this is going to be a massive buff. I'm super excited to see what like the Neon content creators do with this, and the Neon mains as well. I'm excited to see Temet. I'm really excited to see what Temet does with this. Temet, Grumpy, Shiro, all those Neon gods. Like, I'm so happy. And then the high gear slide charges are from 1 to 2. You can double slide at any point with Neon. Like, absolutely beautiful. Neon now removes all weapon movement error when sliding. This effectively means she's more accurate while sliding. That means that you can double slide with your weapon out and you can fully just run and gun people. Mwah, mwah. Beautiful change. Then second slide cost 150. Yep. Equips out of slide, fast, instant slide, equip buffer 2.2 seconds. After sliding, there's a 2 seconds before a gun comes out. Yes. Oh my goodness, bro. I low-key might become a Neon main after this. That's so good. Like, the amount of movement options that you have with Neon. Neon can like entry now. Like, Neon can like do a proper entry now. I love it. And then ISO, this is kind of crazy. ISO doesn't have to shoot the double tap to get a shield anymore. He presses a button and he has his shield now. He just presses a button and he has it now. ISO now grants himself a shield upon finishing a 1 second animation during which he can't use his gun. This plays a shield forming sound at the end of the channel when the shield is activated. Yes, love it. Beautiful. He only has 1 charge, but it does replenish off of a kill. So it's sort of like a jet dash in a way. It's sort of like a jet dash, gives you a little bit of a buffer, lets you pop your shield, take a fight. This also is increasing like ISO's entry potential. Absolutely love that. I want to see like all duelists entering. I don't want to see lurking ISOs and lurking Reynas anymore. I want them to have abilities so that they can actually go in and, you know, what's it called? So they can actually go in and like entry and do stuff for the team. ISO now receives a wall penetration tag instead of a standard heavy penetration tag. When the shield is broken, this means he's slowed less upon his shield breaking. So that is good. The shield, now this is pretty confusing because it makes you think, oh, it doesn't block damage. No, it still blocks damage. This is the tag. This is like how slowed you get. So when you get hit, a slowing effect gets applied to you. The shield also doesn't have that, so that's good. But as you know, ISO gets a damage indicator towards the direction of the enemy that broke the shield. That's also really good, because if you're getting shot in the back, or you're getting shot from an angle you don't know, you can immediately go and flick to that danger angle. That's not a super massive change, but still good. ISO can now recast double tap while it's active to refresh the duration of the shield. This is relevant if he gets a refresh charge of his double tap from getting 2 kills. Absolutely love it. Now, all of these changes, and I'm very sure Riot, but all of these changes are meant to get the duelists that weren't necessarily quote-unquote meta into the meta, and then getting the duelists that are currently in the meta out of the meta, specifically Raze. Raze was kind of dominant in a lot of the metas for a while because of the double satchel, mainly because of the double satchel and like the entry potential you have with that. But now that they're giving more duelists more like ways to safely entry onto site, and to take space for their team, while getting rid of the dominant entry that Raze had. I really think that these are good changes for the team. Of course, Raze mains are going to be sad, but I have like 750 hours on Neon. Like, I have a lot of hours on Neon. I will be playing a lot of Neon in my ranked games from now on. But yeah, so anyways, if you like more videos like this, please subscribe. I normally do coaching content and VOD review content, but I'm gonna be planning on making more guides and stuff like that. So if there's anything that you want to see, leave them in the comments down below. I will do my best to make a guide. Yeah, and that's about it. See ya.